for Fullsend? What's innovation for you?
Well, I read this from a book called Range, so I'm going to paraphrase it. But one of my favorite one of my favorite parts about the book was it talked about how humans are one of the only species in the world that can create analogies, right? Analogy being you take something here and you apply it to something that's not directly related. And there are even some parts, right, of the rural world where um, they don't understand analogies because their language is so literal. Because if you think about animals, most animals, right, over the course of the entire history of the earth, right, are there to survive and solve a problem. So they're there and they're going to do whatever they can to solve the problem. The power of humans is we have the ability to say, okay, we can take this thing that existed for this and make a comparison or a similarity to something else. And that I think is at the heart of a lot of the innovation we are seeing, right? Innovation in the medical profession has most often come from other different professions where you're using the way that you solved a problem here and applying it to this new situation here. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about innovation is the ability to take a problem, especially with this sort of consolidation of industry or this flattening of industry because every industry has access to these technologies. Now, regulations can sometimes get in the way of how fast various industries can move, but I think it's this fascinating human ability to say, okay, we solved this here like this. We might be able to apply the same fundamentals, the same principles, the same approach to a totally new problem that no one has ever thought about before. Um, and I think that's one of the most exciting things about when I think about innovation is trying to solve old problems that have been around for forever in totally new ways. And technology is definitely a driving force of that. But at the end of the day, it's the humans that are making the connection, saying, okay, we can do this like this.
It really recalls to me about what we do internally at ideafoster as a digital safari,
Mm-hmm.
which basically is like a fancy name for like a specific benchmark. Not just a benchmark for understanding where the company it is and what they're doing and competitors and all, but actually we use it. We use it a lot to understand um, case scenario. Imagine a company, someone comes and say, "Hey, I want to create I want to launch a new business, which is going to be empanadas, Argentinian empanadas here in Spain. I'm thinking about Gijón. Don't tell me why, but okay, I'm thinking about Gijón or Valencia. And then we start working, we start seeing things, and we understand that other businesses not related to food tech, not related to technology or food or empanadas or whatsoever, they are doing something very interesting that can be mixed with the why they want to do it. When we came back again, hey, why are you going to do it? No, because we pop, 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 pop. And when you think about exactly why they're going to be doing this, you say, listen, these guys that they are doing these for selling cables, it doesn't matter. And you, as you said, you transform that or you transpose that into what they want to do. And it's not just innovate for the sake of innovation. It's like you're doing something completely different. You're bringing a new flavor, to the game, and completely out of nowhere because it was really another industry, another thing to do, and it already happened a couple of times. And we're really happy when this magic happens, and you see the sparkling eyes of the client and saying, what a nice idea. Sometimes they say like, you are crazy guys, what you're saying. But then when we keep going, they understand why we're saying.
It's one of the best parts about our job is when you can see it click for them, right? And they can see how this crazy sort of novel idea or new approach to solve something, they can actually see the path to making it, to implementing it.
Exactly. Giving them, things that they would have not thought about. Like you said, sometimes say, hey, no, I'm here, doctor, because I have pain in this finger. And when you start checking, it's like, no, it's not your finger. You have a big cut here in the arm, and so the little finger is not a problem or an issue anymore. We found more stuff, so you open the range and you understand everything that is happening there. And then you can really converge into understanding how to more chirurgical way find how to solve all these issues or the challenges that they might have, within the company. But like you said, this click moment, I really love it.
It feels like every day there's a new technology that is changing how we work, changing how we think about problems. How do you guys stay on top of all the trends at Idea Foster?
Well, actually, I believe that for us, the biggest topic with the company is the team itself, because it's so talented, multi-talented, and we have presence in so many different countries with different backgrounds, different interests, different ideas, and all together, once again, as a team, we build up amazing things that potentially, it could be a little idea or something that we have in the back of our minds, but we try to promote these, to speak it out, just to share it, just to, it doesn't matter, no, but I'm thinking about this, but I, no, 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 say it, because sometimes these are the little sparks that are creating amazing ideas and product services that we can do it. And we're super proud about our team. As I'm saying,
And it's a pretty young team.
very young team. It's like a team that our average in a team, I think we are something around 28 to 30 years old. I'm maybe pulling that average a little bit up, but if you take me out of the game, for sure, it's under 30s. And they all multi-talented and super motivated in order to really to bring something new every day. There's no a similar day at Idea Foster. Actually, every day is completely different. Every day is new, with the, as we say before, with the coffee in the morning, with the not that good things and the better things. But when we end the day, if we end it, we understood, wow, that was amazing. It was really very powerful what we were doing, what we were creating. And this click on the client that you were mentioning, I still have this in the back in the game, because this, I love that sentence. It's why we're doing this.
Totally. I think young people often make the best consultants because early in your career you're so curious, right? You have such like a hunger to learn about new things, right? And the older you get a little more stuck in your ways. You have ways that have worked for you in the past, so of course you're going to do what's worked for you. But I love working with younger consultants because of that hunger, that drive to learn more. And if you don't have that drive to learn more, then you're less likely to adopt new technologies. You're less likely to adopt new ways of thinking, and you're more likely to get eventually left behind, right? Or in our case, you're in a worse position to help your clients out because you have to be on top of the trends. You have to know, what's trendy versus what's starting to kind of just actually stick and make positive momentum, right? Because there's so much buzz, there's so much stuff all the time. It's not always easy to know what's the actual thing or what progress momentum should look like. But working with young people gives you that perspective. They want to learn more.
I
They
love
want to try.
working with you, Dan. You're young, you really help in that part. It's something that we really love. And also, maybe they can start young, but we have some people that after a couple of years, now they are senior within the company, and they were interns. Something like, hey, I'm coming here to learn a little bit while we am studying. Um, we really love them. We really love their work. They really loved us as a company, what we're building, and they said, no, no, I want to learn more. I'm hungry for more. I'm hungry for understanding more. And then even the clients, they are asking for them. That's
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 how you
that's
know,
that's
right?
that's amazing. That you, of course, it, and that's amazing.
And I'm sure you would love to take some credit for that, but I think your COO is probably more responsible for helping grow the talent at IdeaFi.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kesia did an amazing job since 1 year now in the company, and she's been reshaping and rebuilding almost 95% of what we got now. Like, from having all the people working together, all the processes. It's something that eventually can win or kill a company. All the processes and everything that you're doing internally. So
It
we
only
were
takes
we were doing good, but now we just really took it to the next level. In terms, we are aiming for the stars. We're rocketing, and having you guys, okay, Fullsend, Bird Impact Home in Behind, and CGSB and all the companies. It's amazing having you guys. It's really a game changer, and what we're doing with Idea Foster.